iced coffee, panic attack. Drink iced coffee, panic attack. Drink iced coffee, panic attack.
Eat hot chip and lie? More like drink cold coffee and lie. About having Tourette's on TikTok. Aha, am I right, my fellow trendy teens? Hey Girl Scout, what's shakin'? How have you been? I personally have been thriving. My sub count and views are skyrocketing thanks to you guys, and I'm seeing view counts that I never dreamed of getting on a video. Thank you guys so much for all the support over the past few weeks. The growth on this channel is absolutely insane, and I'm so excited to get to interact with like-minded people and make content on topics I feel strongly about. Let me know if there's any similar type of content out there that you'd like me to cover. I'm thinking of delving into subreddits like Instagram versus reality, physical illness fakers, and female dating strategy, but I'm open to suggestions so we can start branching out a bit. But don't worry, fake disorder cringe is here to stay. I'm not quite done being triggered about it yet. I've received hundreds of really touching comments from you guys sharing your experiences with mental health, and it's been really motivating to keep on making this kind of content. It's been so nice interacting with you that I decided to make a Discord where you can say hi, offer video suggestions, share memes or art, and get notified when I upload, so be sure to join me there and we can chat. Also, if you aren't subscribed, be sure to hit that button and consider tossing me a like if you're into this kind of content. Anyways, you're not here for small talk and intros, you're here for more fake disorder cringe, so let's just hop right into it.
Hey guys, so I just went to the rock shop and Blue would like to make an appearance. I'm literally filming a TikTok. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, my bad. I didn't know you were filming. Hey guys, oh. Alright, I'ma go, sorry.
It's so awesome that you have full control over your alters and get to choose when you dissociate as a cute and fun pastime instead of uncontrollably because of triggers that beckon the alter out to do their job to protect the host from enduring trauma. I would go as far to say that it rocks. Of course, you just so happen to switch mid-TikTok and keep on filming instead of restarting your story once you're fronting again. Almost like the point of the TikTok was to fake a switch and not actually to tell a story. I might have wanted to listen to that story, and now I'll never know what you got up to at the rock shop. Why are you smiling about being interrupted like that? If I was minding my own business talking about my day and that happened, I'd be pissed. Does that make me stone cold? In my opinion, you should be a little bolder and tell your alter Blue that you're busy and to try again later when he's needed. But who am I to judge? I might just be taking my lack of DID for granted. Oh man, this video has had a rocky start, so here's hoping the next video will be a little bit better.
I thought you were dead.
No, I was just down here having a nap. What the fuck is going on?
You were very still, I poked
I'm a
you.
very sound sleeper. Sorry, you thought I was dead? And instead of calling for help or getting an ambulance, you got someone to dress up as a shit oversized version of me and started singing fucking show tunes.
The show must go on.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Wow, I didn't realize I could remove all responsibility of my actions by simply claiming it was an alter and not me. This would have saved me so much embarrassment over the years. If I punch a mental illness faker in the face and blame it on an alter, they can't try to press charges, or else I'll call them out on Twitter for being ableist and it'll go against their philosophy that fake claiming in any situation is wrong even if the person is clearly faking. I love legal loopholes. For all the criminals out there, you're welcome for using hypocrisy to keep you all out of jail and free to roam the streets and do as you please. Never mind the fact that despite the mental divide, ultimately your alters are a part of you and still yours to manage and be responsible for, right? Imagine dating a pedophile and racking up shit tons of credit card debt, and when it's time to face the consequences, you simply try to opt out and play victim. Even worse, you film a cutesy and quirky TikTok to make it seem like some slight inconvenience rather than a series of devastating life decisions that'll impact yourself and others for a long time and take time to recover from. It's fitting that this person dyed their hair to look like a pineapple head, because no matter how sweet they try to appear, it is inevitable that they'll end up harming people who choose to consume them and their content. I guess it's my fault that I keep coming back for more cringe even though I know how much it'll sting. And I have no problem admitting that responsibility, unlike some people. Sorry to all the pineapples out there for comparing you to this person. You don't deserve to be painted in the same light, and at least you're good for my health, which can't be said for having myself endure these fake disorder cringe people.
Hello, I am Doll. I am one of our object alters. When I front, I find it very difficult to remember things that the body requires, such as how to move, how to blink, how to breathe, and how to speak. For the purpose of filming this video, I have Meredith co-conscious with me, so that I will not mess up. However, this is the third take. The first two, I forgot to breathe and/or speak. I hope this helps you learn.
Yes, I too have to consciously remember to take a breath every 15 or so seconds, or else I'll stop breathing and die. It's not like the body does this for you without needing to think about it or anything. Oh wait. My dear, if your body doesn't remember to breathe on its own, you have apnea and need to go to a doctor to get that sorted out. Even in the most anxious of states where it feels like you're dying and your throat is shut, your body can and will breathe on its own, although it may feel mechanical when you're focused on it. But to say your body doesn't breathe at all when you're fronting makes no sense. Also, you're saying in order to breathe you have to have another alter there with you, but what happens when you're triggered out alone for more than a few seconds without warning? Which seems likely considering the dehumanization of oneself in DID is linked to severe trauma that would call for quick dissociation when triggered. You just die because you don't breathe? Also, how do these people even get specific alters to come out and film TikToks? The implication is that they purposely trigger themselves to get that specific alter to front, which is horrible if the triggers are negative. Do they think they're martyrs for purposely hurting themselves in the name of education? I know I personally get all of my information on important topics from TikTok and not from confirmed professionals in scientific journals, so they really are the backbone of society. I take back everything I've been saying. We really should listen to the young, educated TikTok teens for info on mental health and completely disregard psychology. I would love having tics too if I was faking them and had full control over when they happen, so I could make new sick moves to the beat of an edgy song for a bump in TikTok. Convenient tics that weren't incredibly painful or embarrassing and only were there to make my aesthetic that much better. Not the uncontrollable life-damaging ones that all the losers who actually suffer show off like they're so special. Because having tics is a choice and a lifestyle, obviously. Seems sus to me.
You've been seeming sus lately.
Remove the mask, show your identity, and publicly admit you have tics, and we'll see how quickly your old high school classmates will come and call you out. Or do you already know that them and your family will say something and you're hiding behind a disguise to save yourself the reputation damage? At least anonymously faking a mental disorder means you can just slip under the radar and continue your life as normal without consequence once you've proven to be a faker. Screw the millions of people suffering from tics who have to deal with the burden of proof set on them to show that they actually have real ones because they're being compared to fakers like you, am I right? It's not your life being affected, so no biggie. Man, must be nice to be so self-absorbed and not have to empathize with others or consider how your actions could affect people. You could live life doing whatever you felt like without the heavy guilt that a normal person would feel if they realized they were hurting people. Ignorance is bliss, I suppose. A word of advice, if you're gonna pretend to have tics, at least spell the word correctly to give the illusion that you know what you're talking about. Or, and this may sound radical and crazy, but bear with me, don't pretend to have a mental disorder at all. A wild concept, I know, but what can I say? I love to dream big and have hope that humanity is not all lost.
I'm sorry, I'm late, I'm done with.
Oh, Gabby Hanna. Mentally stable enough to edit TikTok so there's no nudity so that they won't be removed from the platform, but not enough to make the decision that posting these edited TikToks might make her look nuts. Oh wait, that's the point, because looking crazy means people who call her out for doing all the shitty things she's done are horrible people for preying on someone with a clear mental illness. Or at least that's what she wants. But unfortunately for her, I have no problem saying what most of us are thinking out here in the real world. Trust me, Twitter keyboard warriors hate me for it, and I'd have it no other way. I can see her mind working in this video now, picking out exactly what haha so random raw XD thing she's gonna do to maximize how crazy she looks. Gabby, you're crazy, but not for splashing around in the bath singing. Trust me, we all capitalize on those good acoustics. You're crazy for constantly blaming others for your fuck-ups and trying to absolve yourself of responsibility for doing unforgivable things instead of apologizing, fixing your mistakes, and trying to do better. But that's the reality that these fake disorder people have created. They refuse to forgive people for making mistakes in favor of canceling them, leading to people desperately clawing at a way to portray themselves as the victim of the situation and have these same people feel bad for calling them out in the first place. When the easier option would be to call people out, accept an apology, and leave them to prove that they've changed instead of sentencing them to a lifetime of being the villain. Not that Gabby was ever innocent to begin with, but that's besides the point. It's a feedback loop that praises kids for figuring out how to enable their bad behaviors in lying and makes it nearly impossible to admit mistakes. You have kids innocently wanting to fit in and start faking tics and alters so they feel special, and then they realize they're in too deep and have made a terrible mistake. There actually have been a few kids who have admitted they were faking DID and they've been absolutely demolished by other clear fakers, making those stuck in the lie hesitant to try and own up to their errors. It makes it really hard for this trend to die. Now, I know some of you in the comments are still typing away angrily, getting triggered at me for suggesting that people are using mental illnesses as a trend and a cute accessory, but let me tell you, it's even worse than I imagined. Lately, there have been YouTube channels popping up with fun subliminal messaging to help you get your favorite mental illness. You want to experience fake trauma in order to develop DID because Sally on Reddit told you off for claiming to have it despite never having experienced trauma in your life, and you want complete strangers' validation? They got it. You want to become schizophrenic for the haha I'm so crazy vibes to add to your goth aesthetic TikToks where you show off your knife collection and your pentagram tattoos? Got it. You want to develop oh so quirky tics and be able to get diagnosed with Tourette's so you can safely tell your mom to fuck off when she bothers you with no repercussions? Have I got the video for you. These videos are supposedly supposed to help afflict one disorder or another onto you so you can get professionally diagnosed and be able to brag to your friends that you're actually not faking because you were able to convince a psych that you have whatever you wanted. No, I'm not joking. It's sad how badly these kids want attention that they're willing to try and endure pain and suffering just so someone will give them sympathy and validation. Is this the effect of a social media era where people's worth is valued by likes and follower count? Is this the effect of raising a generation of people who need to feel special to have motivation to accomplish great things? Is this the effect of praising people for their flaws instead of focusing on their strengths that they exhibit despite their flaws? There are probably hundreds of reasons accumulating into this monstrosity of a fad, and I just hope we can start to make the changes we need in the next few years so that we can get back on track to destigmatizing mental illness. Imagine being able to wake up, suffer from a mental illness, and everybody treats you the exact same as they would if you didn't. No pity, no fearful looks or being embarrassed on your behalf, no special treatment as though it matters. Just feeling normal and knowing you can ask for support whenever you need it and not be rejected or placed into a victim state where your bad habits are enabled and validated because people feel sorry for you. Wouldn't that be nice? Then maybe people will start trying to get noticed for their talents or something important instead of all these mundane labels and titles that ultimately mean nothing. I'm saying this now and standing by it. A diagnosis only matters so that you know how to cope and how to treat it and how to help people understand when the inevitable negative effects pop up. That's it. A mental illness is not an excuse to do bad things, to mistreat yourself and others, to self-victimize so you can garner sympathy and money from others, or anything else. You don't get a special award or name tag that gives you special privileges when you're diagnosed. Getting angry at people who think you're cringy for trying to garner pity and to forgive you for doing shitty things isn't going to change even if you can prove you have said disorder. Learn to cope and raise awareness in a way that helps others, because by victimizing yourself on TikTok, you're hurting those who want to get better and not be looked at as different for having a mental illness. Whew, rant over. For now, because you all know I'll be making these videos until something changes. Be sure to follow me on socials and join my new Discord server so we can keep each other up to date on the latest fake disorder cringe and any other atrocities from the dark corners of TikTok. Anyways, that's all from me. Hope you have an amazing day, and I shall see you all in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Thanks for watching.